So, Fox News host Brian Kilmeade is a continuous source of entertainment. Why? Well, it's because he's a doofus. Now, if you can remember, he and Scott Brown, together they couldn't figure out how to change a tire. Yeah, they couldn't figure that out. Or remember the time where Brian Kilmeade accidentally hit a toddler in the face with a basketball. So, yeah, he's kind of a doofus, and when he and Steve Doocy get together, you know it's going to be full of hilarious fail. So now, during a poorly named segment called Dooce On The Loose, I'm not kidding with you. They do a segment, Dooce On The Loose. Now, let me just point out right now how incredibly unfortunate that name is by itself. Trust me, the last thing anybody wants is a deuce on the loose. All right? I can't believe they would name it Dooce on the Loose. All right, anyway. So, in this segment of Dooce on the Loose, Steve Doocy hit the streets on outside of the Fox News studio to find out how much people in New York know about Iowa. So let's watch that segment.
Well, everybody's talking politically about the Iowa caucuses, but how much do people really know about the Iowa state? I mean, what do they produce there?
Right.
Who's
and where
from
is it?
there?
Steve, this is going to be my first visit to Iowa, and in a matter of hours.
I know it. A lot of Doocies out there. So, Dooce on the Loose today, the Hawkeye edition. Watch this. Everybody's talking about Iowa these days.
Yes.
So you must know where it's at.
Of course.
Now, you're a FedEx guy, right?
Yeah.
Then you would know where Iowa is on the map.
Don't do this.
When it absolutely, positively has to be there overnight to Des Moines, where would you take it? That's Colorado. That's Nebraska. That's Kansas. That's Wyoming. You already did that one.
Yeah, but...
Are you sure you work for FedEx? So, Brian, that's where you're going to be going later today, out to Iowa. And I just told him he's got to try the loose meat sandwich, which is an Iowa tradition.
But
it's like a sloppy Joe with no tomato sauce.
And I told you I like my meat tight.
What?
Right, not loose. Tighten up my meat.
Okay.
Have some corn while you're there.
I don't like my meat loose. Tighten up my meat. Tighten up my meat. I don't like my meat loose. You know what, brother? I like my meat. I like my meat tight too. So I hear you, brother. I hear you. Oh God, does Brian Kilmeade not know how unintentionally hilarious he is? Look, man, I have to ask. I gotta wonder. Either Brian Kilmeade is a complete idiot, or he's putting on one hell of an amazing act. One can only wonder.